Hello, and thank you for all your emails of support, your comments and suggestions, and for staying part of the conversation about exceeding in sales. In this introductory session, we're going to focus on turning problems into sales opportunities for the future. Turning around problems and disappointments that customers may have experienced is one of the key areas that we need to tackle in sales in order to retain customers for the longer term. Typically, these manifest themselves as problems with systems, processes, or products sold that don't quite match original expectations. Something to highlight here is that we as salespeople and sales directors need to front up the complaint and take ownership of it. Whether or not it's actually our fault is almost academic. The customer expects us to take the responsibility and sort it out as quickly as we possibly can. So even if the fault lies within the customer service department or manufacturing area or somewhere else within the supply chain, we have to take the flak and manage the issue in a most professional way. Research indicates that customers who experience a problem that is effectively handled and turned around with a positive, can-do attitude actually think more highly of the company than if everything went smoothly to begin with. Customers will respect that and be more loyal to us and our business in the longer term because of it. I once observed a new waiter on Millennium Night, an evening with great expectations. He took an order for a table of 6 who wanted 2 bottles of their most favourite wine. The waiter then discovered they only had 1 bottle in the cellar. On reporting the news to the guests, they ranted and raved and then cheekily asked for 2 bottles of the most expensive wine on the menu, at the same price as the original, of course. The waiter agreed to their request without getting approval. This was about a £20 discount. The night continued. Eventually, the boss got to hear about the deal and pulled the new waiter aside and gave him a good dressing down. By the end of the evening, however, it came time to do the bill and the boss tallied up the drinks. She called the waiter aside and said, "I owe you a great apology. You've sold so many drinks to that table, their bill is well over £1,000. It's the most we've ever sold." It's sometimes about fighting the cause internally within your own company or supply chain if there is a valid issue to be rectified. This in itself can occasionally position you and your salespeople between a rock and a hard place. But the fact remains we must still keep the faith and persevere until everybody is happy as possible. Instill in your team the importance of taking ownership of problems and following through the process and communicating what's going on at all times. Empower them with effective guidelines that allow them to take the initiative and shine in the eyes of your customer. If you'd like more hints and tips on turning problems into sales opportunities for the future, click on the link below and fill in your details. We'll also send you our sales service planner where you'll discover how to empower your team to turn problems into profitable sales by creating your own easy-to-follow problem-solving approach. This will ensure your team can take responsibility and solve customer problems with ease. Thank you for staying part of the conversation about exceeding in sales. Until next time.